Okay, commanders, I've got a part 2 of the how to get wins in the Overlord. Now, my apologies, the last video was an hour long. It was a great video, so I'm gonna show the gear sets here first. Not only does this phone not have a pause button on the screen record, it also stops at 4 gigs of space for the screen recorder. There's nothing I can do about it, so the last video showed basically me coming up out of Plat 3, and I had some words for Moonton. I don't know if you guys ever watched Joe Rogan podcast with Joey Diaz, and Joe was like, "What? How big are those things?" Joey Diaz is like, "They're called Moon, the 250, but they're lying to you." Well, that's how the BP is working in the higher echelons of Overlord. It doesn't matter if it says that the defending BP is like 610. They're actually gearing it to like 625. I don't know why, but I fought multiple teams at like 620k BP, the Lady A teams, whatever, in the higher Plat 3, lower Overlord. No problem. All of a sudden, you get into like just about Apex, like, you know, where you can start really farming those Apex coins, and they're lying to you with the BP. I had some really harsh words for Moonton, so perhaps it was a good thing that the last video didn't completely pan out, because yeah, there was anger. It's so blatantly obvious that they're gatekeeping, you know, the higher echelons by means of increasing the BP. So, you know, I had to end up changing the strat here. So, like it says, total monster BPs, right, 600k, whatever. You get to actually see it in Plat 3. So, anyways, I had to adjust the positioning a little bit, so I thought I would make a part B video, because the first video got cut off and it was just so annoying. So what I had to do was change the positioning of Yuri. Now, I was using the other positioning because I like the count up top, and I like Yuri and everybody still under Diao. This way, you've got to run Erlang and the count a little bit differently, right? So again, pretty much business as usual. Only Yuri right there is better for the second set of flyers, because you can alt with Erlang on this second wave if you want to just bring out Yuri and then Erlang, and then you don't have to worry about killing that middle flyer, or the third wave, sorry. But I have to put Erlang back here, which there's this wave, and then that wave with all those same type flyers that come out. He'll kill them a little bit slower, right? And the count, I like the count there because I like the count to be able to attack this wave here, right? Not only that, but the later waves, he'll attack them one tile sooner, and that really makes all the difference, right? This wave is very important for if you're facing those Lady A teams. You might be able to chunk them down enough, but the setup itself is weaker than what I had. Now, I put Yovar right there, and reason being because, yeah, so this wave right here, Erlang's also killing this wave a little bit slower. So, like, usually I lose a little bit of health there. I didn't this case, and probably allowed me for the win. But right here, Yovar's ult, right? As soon as Yovar's done ulting, then you hit Yuri's ult, then you hit Count's ult, and things work out. You don't get those couple leakers. But still beware for the teams that are over 100 and or 600 kbp, because they're not even 600 kbp, they're like 620. Whatever, you're in the higher echelons, add an extra 20 kbp before you attack, and you'll get less losses. So get the win there, it's pretty good. Again, 570. Maybe it is 570. Maybe it's a little bit higher. Maybe it's only the... I don't know how they're scaling it, to tell you the truth. I don't know if it's the Lady A teams that they're scaling higher than they should or normally do. Stupid phone doesn't even let you. It doesn't even give you a notification when it's like done screen recording. So $585. You can almost be sure that it's probably more, even around 600k. But I don't find the problems until the... I don't know if it's based on the hero lineup, or if it's based on where you are in the rankings, or if it's based on... I don't know what it's based on, but I'll tell you, if it says 600 kbp, the demon soldiers are probably 620. And that 620 is all the difference. It's all the difference, so... forget to put Erlang on that back rank. I mean, you can try to run the count behind. You can try to run Erlang in front. But Erlang is also going to help the leakers a little bit better in that back rank. I don't know, it just seems like he gets that couple more attacks. And then maybe... Yuri's ult that takes them out. Anyways, I like the count there because the count does that a little bit faster, and it stops the leakers a little bit more. But normally, I mean, even before, like, that flyer there should have died. So yeah, once you're like halfway up from Overlord to APAC, they're really just gatekeeping Lady A. Honestly, they're just making it so hard for you to get these consecutive wins. And I disrespect you for that, Moonton. I disrespect you for that, or whoever else is a part of the gatekeeping community. Good thing for the count. So yeah, the count beat that wave a little bit sooner than if he was on the back rank. And Yuri just really a champ here. And we just barely sneak by this last wave and secure the win. So very cool stuff. Okay, that is about it. That's all. Just a nice short one with the gear sets and a little bit of a different setup if you're having a problem with leakers. Okay? Alright. Thanks for staying. Love y'all. Hope it helps.